Hello, my name's Greg. Sometimes you'll see me at the soundboard. Pastor Tim asks you to make some videos to help you endure and survive the self-quarantining and social distancing we're doing. We're going to make these short, and the goal is just to help you live consistently for the Lord during this time of being alone, maybe in your house. Healthy living. There's many components to healthy living, and you want to really have to do them all. It's like taking care of your car. You got the tires and the oil. You want to make sure you do it all so that the thing keeps on running. And we're doing the same with our body the Lord designed. Sleep, 7 to 8 hours. You want to be fairly consistent with this. If you stay up till 3, binging on Netflix, don't expect the next day to go real well. And you can throw off your, what they call circadian rhythm. We're designed to get up fairly early. Think of 400 years ago, maybe Little House on the Prairie times. They're getting up fairly consistently, going to bed because they're tired. So that's what we're shooting for. Eating whole foods. You're around the house. Do you ever check the refrigerator every hour, thinking there's something new going to be there? It's a mess. So once you finish your snack foods, don't buy any more. Try not to snack. Try to just eat at each meal, and don't eat between meals. If you're hungry, drink some water. Sometimes putting a little salt in the water helps quench that, what you think is hunger. So eat consistently. Try to eat whole food. What I mean by that, eggs instead of egg beaters, real butter instead of margarine. If it was pulled out of the farm and went through a whole bunch of processing to become a Twinkie, that's not as good as if you ate the potatoes and corn that came out of the ground. Exercise. There's not too many books on walking injuries. They're all on running injuries. So don't run. I think for all of us, walking, if you look throughout the world, people walk from place to place unless they're being chased by a tiger. So walking, they say if you walk an hour a day, you could live up to 10 more years. Walk a half an hour to an hour a day. I've had patients who had jobs such as firemen, and they walked 3 hours a day on the days they weren't working. So you can do multiple hours each day. Just remember, with running, you only want to increase 10% per week. So don't go right away to start working 4 hours a day. You will be sore. Resistance training. We are designed to carry buckets and shovel manure. So resistance training is just trying to emulate or be consistent with how we're designed. So we'll talk about that in another video. Posture. Do not sit there on your phone slouched over for hours at a time. You can lie down on your stomach with a pillow under your belly and look at a phone. You can stand for a while, then sit. Just keep on varying it. If you're home all day, you know how boring that gets. So just try to be varying your posture. Social, text people, email people. I'm not talking about contacting old high school sweethearts and looking on Facebook on if they're married or not. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about encouraging healthy social relationships, your family, your friends, your neighbors. We call one of our neighbors, they're both in their 80s, and they said, thanks, we don't need any shopping, our kids are taking care of us. So just that, but they appreciated the outreach. Devotions. We should treat the Bible and prayer like water and food. So each day, read your Bible, if you're on the Bible in a Year program. If not, I had a friend who really didn't like reading. So he had I worked at Ford, and he had his cards with one verse written on them. When he memorized that verse, he'd go to the next verse. And then he'd drop them in the car once in a while. And down the line, someone would say, Tom, your stupid Bible verses are in the car again. So he'd go get them. And so I don't think God cares on how you get the word in you, as long as you're doing it consistently and you feel like you're not cheating God when you're doing it. Prayer, I make up lists. I'm a list guy, so I got prayer lists of people's churches I've been to. Pray for them, pray for the current church. You just make a list of people and just go through that each day. Keep them in your mind. Work. Ryan suggested for the Lord. This is temporary. Look at it. It's 2020. We're 1/4 of the way through the year already. Everything's for the Lord. So when you're working at work, make sure you don't have to apologize to God when you die. So just do everything for the Lord to your best ability.